If you're learning Power BI and you still do not know what a variable is in DAX, go grab a pen and a paper real quick. Variables in DAX are used to store a value or result from a calculation temporarily, which can be used throughout your DAX formula. So why are variables important? Imagine you are writing a long DAX formula and you need to calculate something 3 times. Instead of repeating the calculation thrice, you can calculate it once and store it in a variable and make use of it throughout your DAX formula. And you know what is even better? You can create multiple variables inside one DAX. So let's create our first variable together. Here I have a card visual that shows the total revenue and total cost, but I also like to add the profit margin. If you don't know what a profit margin is, a profit margin is a metric in percentage that shows how much profit a business makes after all costs has been subtracted from the revenue. Now that you know what a profit margin is, let us proceed. So here I'm going to create a new DAX measure and name it profit margin. Then inside, I'm going to create a variable. To create a variable, you type in var, and then I'm going to name this variable as profit. Now, profit margin is the profit divided by the revenue multiplied by 100. So profit is calculated as total revenue minus the total cost. And then I'm going to use the return parameter to return the main calculation in which the profit variable will be used. So in case you got lost, the main calculation is the profit margin, which is the reason why we created this DAX in the first place. To calculate the profit margin, I'm going to be using the DAX function divide. So I'm going to be dividing the profit by the total revenue. If you thought I was going to use the traditional division using the forward slash, then my opponent, you have been deceived. So what did you notice? Instead of me recalculating the profit inside the divide function, I just made use of the profit variable that I had created earlier. So this makes my DAX measure organized and easy to read. So after creating the profit margin measure, I'm going to add it to the card visual. You can see that it is displayed as a decimal. I could have done the calculation by multiplying it by 100 in the DAX, but I skipped that. So I'm going to click on the percentage icon at the top to change it from decimal to percentage. So the company was only able to keep 6.13% of their revenue as profit after all costs had been subtracted. One very important thing that you must know is that a variable can only be used inside the formula that it was created in. You can't create a variable in formula A and try to use it in formula B. It won't work. So if you like this video, please make sure that you share with others. Bye.